you see this, first of all, that's your deposit address. When you have a wallet address, remember, no, don't add any spaces, don't add any more capitals, lowercase, whatever it is. Do not change anything. You just copy and paste, as straightforward as that, okay? And then you go to your sending wallet, paste the address, send your funds. After a few minutes, once the transaction is confirmed, your balance will appear. So if you are a first time, okay, I would really, really recommend that you send low amounts to begin with, okay? Like, I know some people like to go guns a-raising, like they want to just like jump into it. Start with some big some big numbers. So just make sure you guys start small, be it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USDT. Remember, I start with USDT because it's great for beginners. If you have experience and you have done trades on other platforms before, yeah, go right ahead if you're fully understanding the repercussions, the consequences, and everything, or the benefit of that everything comes through this. Just make sure you guys take your time, choose the correct one. It's straightforward as long as you follow the exact thing that they tell you to do, okay? Copy, paste, and you're not going to lose any of your funds, okay? Oh, my voice is slowly waking up. I can feel it. But it's good to get myself chatting because this is the best way to warm up a voice, right? I think, so I also do, sidetrack for a second, I record audiobooks from home sometimes. Hey, we all have a bit of a side hustle, especially in this economic times. I like to explore as many modes of incomes as possible because you just kind of never know what's going to happen with the industry. I've talked about this in the past, like with AI coming in, I think it threatens. Oh, wait 1 second. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Hopefully we're still live, but I think we are. So I just got a notification pop up on my computer just saying something was boom, 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 boom. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I want to make sure that is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That I don't have too much control on, just because sometimes depending on where we are, we do have to use certain like VPNs just to kind of like change where our location is. So I do apologize if the connection is a little bit slow. Bear with me. Actually, just in the meantime, if you guys wanted, before I go back to this, I'm gonna quickly send through this website just so you guys, and I'm gonna go back to the deposit page. I'm gonna send this through in the chat and just see if that's coming through. Oh, is that not? Bear with me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure everything is. Let's copy. All right, there you go. I normally do the proper, Control C command, but it was not working just then. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I've sent it through in the comment section if you guys are interested in starting it up. And I was just kind of checking to make sure that my comment section was working. I know no one is coming in right now. It's random hours. We're on a platform that you maybe not have experienced yet before. No stress. It's a good thing I like talking to myself. Maybe that says something about me that isn't the best, but that's okay. Yes, I was just talking about side hustles, and that's actually why I kind of got into SuperEx, because I think it's a good skill to learn with this economic times where we're just so unsure what is happening with everyone. So yeah, I told myself I wanted to learn something new, and I have, and I'm really proud of myself, even if I'm not like an expert right now. It takes time. Okay, so when we do the withdrawal of funds, so this one is not going to work because I have yet to withdraw, okay, because I need to do a security of verification. I'm just going to keep that up on the screen just so you guys can kind of see what the layout in the background would look like. So this is how you withdraw your funds. So we've gone to our wallet, right? We clicked withdraw. So we select the coin. So for example, whatever currency we want to withdraw. I currently have 0.000 something Bitcoins. I'm not going to withdraw that. Whereas I would probably put USDT. Enter the destination wallet address. So remember, double check, triple check that you have a correct network because you do not want to have any mistakes. Remember I said that with the wallet in the previous one? This one's about the network as well. So just make sure everything is as smooth as possible and you do not want to lose your funds. Okay, you enter the amount, review all the details, then complete the security verification and submit. After around just a few minutes, your funds will arrive at the destination wallet. Cool, easy, straightforward, right? Yeah, so that's how it is processed. I have yet to do my security verification. My account security level is low, so please turn on the additional security authentication methods. Apologies, guys. I have yet to do that, but hopefully maybe I'll do that for a next upcoming live stream. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, if you have any questions on that, it's pretty straightforward. Just make sure that you double check the address. That's my main takeaway I want you guys to take away from this, okay? Is always make sure that address is correct. Okay. So those are the two things: that deposit, withdraw. We love it. Straightforward. Now, if we wanted to go into trade, let's go click spot. So with spot trading, it is one of the simplest ways to trade crypto, okay? So for someone who is new to everything, like myself and maybe like you, who knows, that's what I would recommend you guys go into. So spot trading means you're directly buying and selling assets. For example, if you buy Bitcoin, you own it, okay? Right? That seems simple. So go to the spot section, which we just clicked at the top. Choose a trading pair. So right now it's on BTC/USDT, so Bitcoin USDT. And this means we're trading Bitcoin against USDT. Okay, right? Baby steps, we're able to understand this. I love it. You are able to change it to any of these, but that's the one that I'm just going to leave it on for now, just to give you guys a bit of an example, okay? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, and then if you want to buy, oh, am I blocking? Is my face blocking? Yes, it is blocking a little bit. All right, if I scroll, there you go. See, buy comes up here. So you see on the screen, we can click buy if you're already happy with that, or if you want to sell, you can click sell. Okay, I don't have any Bitcoin. I only have USDT. Well, it's showing you the equivalent of what I have. But there are two main order types, okay? So market order lets you buy or sell instantly at the current price. So that one's a lot more straightforward because you can see what the current price is. Limit order lets you set your own price and wait for the market to reach it. That one is a little bit more, not tricky, so to say, but once your order is placed, you can track it in order history. It is a lot more simple and straightforward, and it doesn't really involve leverage, okay? But you do need to track it. Okay, so spot trading is something that we can all do. It's pretty straightforward. I love it. Futures is where it gets a little bit more complicated. Let's go to futures. Okay, here we go. Future trading. So futures kind of lets you trade price movements without owning the asset, and you can use leverage to open larger positions and smaller capitals. So in futures, you can go long if you expect the price to rise, or short if you expect it to fall. For example, long means you're betting that Bitcoin will go up, but short means you expect it to go down. So before trading, transfer your funds from spot wallet to your futures wallet, okay? You need to make sure you've got it in your futures wallet before you trade. Then choose a trading pair, set your leverage, and open your position. I know I'm a little bit intimidated by this myself, so that's why I haven't 100% dabbled too much in it, because future trading is higher risk. So always use the stop loss and only trade with what you can afford to lose. So for beginners, start small and use low leverage. I have yet to do this because it intimidates me, as I've said. But I think it's really interesting because you'll learn a lot about the market and the rate. So have a look at our screen right now. You can kind of see how it has developed up and down along the process. And remember, just like spot trading, you can choose which one you would like to have a look at. So if we want to go to here, there you go. And then if you guys want to limit the market and stop market, like I said, I'm not going to dabble in it right now because I do want to make sure I feel comfortable with it before I go guns a-blazing with that, as I've said before. But it's a really kind of cool thing. If you feel comfortable, go ahead. I'm going to stick to spot trading just because that's something that is suitable for beginners like myself. If you are an experienced human being with crypto and everything and trades, go into futures and test the market and see how good you could do it. But remember, still just start small. On any new platform, start small. Because platforms might have a slightly different process. I'm not familiar with the other platforms, but I still, if I was going to put any money into anything, I would still want to take my time and understand what's happening. So that's something I hope you guys can take away is really wait a little while before you understand the platform, before you understand what it is you're actually doing. Remember, it's not monopoly money. It is real, and you want to make sure that you're not going to be at a loss. Sorry. Yeah, take your time. Make sure you guys are copying the addresses, the wallets, numbers are all correct. Don't add anything. You don't want to have a loss of funds. And maybe just enjoy it. Go through the website, click everything, see if it is something that is connecting with you, if it's something that makes sense. If you have questions, feel free to reach out during a live stream. I'll do my best. Or we do really have very good customer service with SuperEx. So, okay. To kind of do a bit of a wrap up on what we were just talking about today, okay? Crypto trading is something that you learn step by step. It's not something to rush into. I sound like a broken record, but I'm saying it again because I really want you guys to start small. Take time to understand how the platform works. Practice before going into larger trades. It's also better to begin with spot trading, like I'm doing currently, before moving into futures, and always keep your account secure. So that the TFA, the two verification for your account, keeping it secure is the best way to do it. I know it's easier sometimes just to have the one card, but I think it's great to make sure that you guys are keeping your funds, your platform safe, right? So yeah, this is another live stream where we didn't have anyone pop on in. That's okay. We're not really promoting it. We're experimenting right now. I am very excited to be doing this because I am learning something new. Each and every time I do a live stream, I go on the website, I click into more things. I'm understanding the market a little bit better. Who knows, maybe eventually you guys will get to see me do a futures trade. At the moment, no, because I'm still very much a beginner. I am going to keep to my spot trading because I do feel like I'm able to grasp that and understand what is happening. So I am going to stick on the spot trading for now. Who knows? Maybe down the line we'll change it up a little bit, get exciting and go into futures. Hey, if you guys want to go into futures before me, come to the live stream and tell me all about it. I would love that. If you guys know exactly how to do it, maybe I will be open to it because I think it is something I'm trying to work up to. I do want to eventually get there. I don't want to just be sitting on my spot trades the whole time, right? So we see. Baby steps, baby steps. Who knows, maybe by the next live stream, which is tomorrow morning, depending on what time zone you guys are in, my carpal tunnel syndrome will be healed. I don't think so. I think I probably still have a good month to go with my brace, but either way, I really do appreciate if anyone does fall into this live stream to go rewatch one of the recorded sessions. I do appreciate you guys coming in. I would probably appreciate it more if you guys came in during the live stream, but I know the timing doesn't always work out for the best for everyone. Yeah, like I said before, we are trying something new, with someone new, and see how that is received. Because, yeah, we could totally get an expert on here and talk a lot of things about crypto that I probably wouldn't understand, and it can be a bit daunting. That's the thing. I think the point of bringing me on is because I'm new to it. They wanted something fresh and in the same position as you guys when you're starting crypto trading. So that's why SuperEx was able to bring me on and just test the waters a little bit. So we see where it goes. I'm super excited if you guys can join me for a future live stream, but thank you so much for dropping in even for a second. I hope my jibber jabber and everything was able to help you understand the basics of using SuperEx a little bit more. If you guys do have any questions, you can always reach out through our Telegram or Discord communities for support, or you can pop into my live stream tomorrow. I think it'll be around a similar time tomorrow. I really would appreciate it. But yeah, I hope everyone has an amazing day. SuperEx can be a little bit daunting if you don't know what's happening, but honestly, check out the website, make an account, kind of play around with it. Start small, see how you go, and who knows, maybe something amazing will come from it. All right, take care, guys. Have an amazing day, evening, or whatever you guys are leading up to. And I will be back tomorrow for another quick brief on how to use SuperEx. All right, take care. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Hello, hello. Alrighty, we have officially started our live stream, depending where everyone is. It could be a Friday, could be a Saturday. Don't think it could be a Sunday, but I hope everyone is doing well. I'm having a little bit of a croaky throat this morning, but that's okay. We've got through it. We've got my little otter companion to keep us through healthy, hydrated throughout the live stream. Today we're going to be doing another brief intro on SuperEx's platform. This is something that if you've never heard about before, hopefully you can take away a little bit of knowledge from today. And if you are incredibly experienced, maybe you can teach me something, because I am still really new to online trades. And I am slowly and surely every week learning something new, and at the same time trying to share how easy and simple it can be to trade on SuperEx if you want to learn a new skill. So let me clear my throat 1 second. Alrighty. I mentioned it before. I wear a little brace, not because I'm injured. Oh, maybe is carpal tunnel syndrome an injury? Maybe. I don't know, but there we go. Self-diagnosed, though. I'm not really one to want to say, go on to Google and self-diagnose yourself, but for this one, I thought there was no harm in it, and it's not messing with my head, so. Self-diagnostic of carpal tunnel syndrome, but it does not stop us from doing anything, especially once you have the brace on. You can use the computer and do everything as per normal. Just a little bit of strain trying to keep your wrist straight as possible, but I apologize if you guys are going to hear me clear my throat. It is still early hours for me, so I'm trying to make sure my voice is refreshed. A lot of the time when I've done live streams in the past, we do them a little bit later, but I'm just trying to test it out and see if maybe I prefer the earlier hours and see if other people prefer the earlier hours, because either way, we'll see. We'll experiment to see what works, what doesn't, but I will be back probably around the same time tomorrow. But yes, I am working from home tomorrow. I've got some lines that I have to memorize for a play that I'm doing. I do community theatre as well, just because I love it so much. So that's something that I'm doing. Okay, enough jibber jabber, Amy. Let's get to it. Bum, 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 bum. Alrighty. Okay. Let me just make sure I've got everything. I've got my website. I've got everything. I've got you guys. I got my water. Let's get to it. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to today's live stream. My name is Amy and I'm so glad to have you guys here. If you're completely new to crypto, don't worry. This session could be really designed for you. I'll do my best to keep everything as simple and easy to follow as possible, even if this is your first time using like a crypto platform, okay? Today we'll go through like the basics of using SuperEx from start to finish. This includes on how to deposit funds, withdraw funds, how to do simple trading on both spot and futures. And I'll definitely recommend which one is good for beginners and which one is a little bit more advanced, because I have yet to get to the advanced portion yet because I am still a newbie. But hey, I think it's kind of cool to be able to be doing a live stream about something I'm not fully aware of, because I think on live streams what I enjoy about them is the communication with everyone. And if we eventually get people in the live stream, that'll be really cool, because then you guys could help me or I could help you. So it's a win-win kind of thing. But I just want to say to you guys, just take your time, follow along, and by the end of the session, you'll hopefully have a clear understanding of how everything works on the platform, okay? So that's kind of like our brief introduction of what is going to be happening today, okay? Ooh, my throat is still fresh from the morning. You guys do recognize what animal this is, right? My parents are from 2 different countries, and I've always said to myself that I have a spirit animal from each country I'm from. My dad's from Canada, my mom's from Australia, and my Canadian spirit animal is an otter. So I have my little otter on here. And then my Australian spirit animal, which a lot of people don't really know of, it's a quokka. It's those cute little animals that you see, you know, the one that comes to my mind is when Roger Federer went to Australia and took a selfie with one. But a lot of like people go to Australia and these islands that have quokkas and take a cute little selfie with them. So that is my other spirit animal, because I like to represent the 2 countries that I am spawned from. Yeah, my otter and my quokka. I don't have anything with a quokka on it. I will work on that. It's just, I was already worried enough as it was that people were going to think this was not an otter. The other day, someone, just to probably annoy me, said it was a ferret. So I don't know how well I would deal with people calling my quokka a different name. So baby steps. I'll hopefully be able to bring a quokka into the mix. Who knows, maybe another water bottle. Future gift from my partner, friends, or family would be amazing. Alrighty. Where did my mouse go? Where did my mouse go? Oh, I just realized my mouse went to sleep. But that's okay. I thought I charged my mouse during my last live stream, but obviously I didn't. So I'm going to go do that now, just so at least tomorrow when we get onto the live stream. All right, we're going to turn you off. I'm going to have a nice little charge for you. Oh, wait. Can I still use you? I can use you while you're being charged. That's an even bigger win. Interesting. Last week I tried to charge it and use it and it didn't work. It's being biased. That's all good. All right, so before we start using the platform, I just want to make sure you guys quickly understand what crypto is in as simple terms as possible. So cryptocurrency is a digital money that exists online. It isn't controlled by a bank or government. Instead, it's run on blockchain technology, which securely records transactions in like a transparent way. Okay? Does that kind of sound simple? Don't worry, we've got more information. So some common examples are Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT. Bitcoin is often seen as like the digital gold. Ethereum powers applications, and USDT is a stable coin that stays close to the $1. I actually have, I think I have 15 in my SuperEx account. We'll get to that. We'll have a look in a second. But yeah, so on SuperEx, there are 3 main things that you can do. Oh, I think I did realize that my mouse does not want to be used while charging. That's all right. I'm going to let it have a nice moment to charge fully. for it to be awake by tomorrow. All right, so on SuperEx, there are three main things that we can do. First is deposit crypto into your account, okay? That's kind of like, you're depositing it, right? Second, you can buy and sell crypto using spot trade. So, two, pretty simple, right? We deposit, we buy and sell. Third is trade price movements using futures, where you can use leverage. That one is a little bit more complicated, but it's okay. So a simple way to understand it is like spot trading is like buying and holding an asset, while future trading is about predicting whether the price will go up or down without actually owning the coin. So don't worry, we'll go step by step to make sure we understand everything that is happening. But yes, so I myself have not touched futures just because I get a little bit intimidated by it, but that's normal, natural, totally fine. Yeah, so I've yet to touch that because I just feel like I want to fully understand how everything works beforehand. And that's probably because I'm a hesitant trader. I don't like to do things that I am not fully aware of the repercussions of everything that is happening with it. I'll get to it in a second more, but like when you are doing trades and everything, you have to make sure you are doing everything to the T in the sense of follow, like the website is great with following the prompts, but if you get lazy and just be like, oh, blah, 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 and you put the incorrect information in, you could be at a loss. And that's something that I'm not really willing to go through at the moment. So I have yet to dabble in futures, but I will. I'm working it up. I'm getting myself there, baby steps. Slow and steady will win the race, right? Okay, so account setup. I already have an account. Let's see if, yeah, see, I already have my account. My assets is 15 USD on here, which in the equivalence of a Bitcoin is a very, very small amount. But then if I put in USDT, it's 15. So remember how I said it's the equivalent of one US dollar? Yeah, but equivalent of a Bitcoin, I am 0.0001898 of a Bitcoin. So if someone ever asks me how many Bitcoins I have, that's the exact number I will say back to them. And I think it's a fun number because it's so randomly obscure. Okay, so I personally don't need to where's my mouse gone there? I don't need to make an account because I already do have an account. But I will walk you guys through the process of if you wanted to start up an account with SuperEx, okay? So to get your account, you sign in using your email, your phone number, and just make sure you guys use a really strong password and verify your account through the code that they send you through your phone or email. Pretty straightforward. Next, enable the two-factor authentication. That's a TFA. And this will just add that extra layer of security. Remember, we are dealing with money. It's, you know how, like the example I said earlier, it's not like a bank account online. It's not controlled by a bank or a government. It's like technology online. But still, I want to treat it with the amount of security that I would with my bank account or anything that has any control of my funds, because you are trading on here with money. It's not play money. Sometimes it can feel that way because the numbers can be so obscure, like that number I was just reading off for Bitcoin just then. But yeah, so it's just something that we have to remember is that this is still funds being played with, if you want to put it that way. But yes, so please be careful and make sure that you do enable your two-step verification just to keep everything nice and secure. Also, just remember, save your details on your computer or write it down somewhere so you always remember it. And once that has been set up, you are allowed to deposit funds. See, that first part, super nice and simple. SuperEx does want to make sure that their platform is as straightforward as possible to everyone. So hopefully you guys get to enjoy that. If you have any questions setting up, I'm pretty familiar with setup stage. It's the latter parts that confuse me still a tidbit, but we're learning. every step of the way. All right, so now we're going to look at how to deposit funds. So go into your wallet and click deposit, okay? Let's get that to load. Okay, so we're in deposit now. We're going to choose the cryptocurrency. So if I had the equivalency of like a Bitcoin, and I do have a 0.0000098 of a Bitcoin, but I would probably be doing USDT because that is what I currently have in there. But so once you've chosen that you want to deposit, USDT is a great option for beginners, i.e. why I use it. Next, you select the network, okay? So any of these networks you can choose. So like, just have a look. So when I choose a specific network, you just have to make sure you're choosing the specific network that matches your wallet or your funds could be lost. So this is where I was saying how you don't want to be in a loss when you're doing this, okay? You want to make sure you're doing everything as clear as it is. It's all written out there. You can copy it and everything. But you see for each network, it does then change the, so let's go to Polygon. See, the address is different, okay? Like it seems straightforward, but the amount of time someone could easily just press the wrong network, and that then creates a bit of an issue. Solana, see, everything kind of changes. So okay, so just make sure that the network matches the wallet that you're sending it to, or that could have repercussions we don't want to really go into. When you get your wallet address, copy it exactly as you see it. So you see this, first of all, that's your deposit address. When you have a wallet address, remember, don't add any spaces, don't add any more capitals, lowercase, whatever it is. Do not change anything. You just copy and paste, as straightforward as that, okay? And then you go to your sending wallet, paste the address, send your funds. After a few minutes, once the transaction is confirmed, your balance will appear. So if you are a first time, okay, I would really, really recommend that you send low amounts to begin with, okay? Like, I know some people like to go guns a-raising, like they want to just like jump into it. Start with some big some big numbers. So just make sure you guys start small, be it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 USDT. Remember, I start with USDT because it's great for beginners. If you have experience and you have done trades on other platforms before, yeah, go right ahead if you're fully understanding the repercussions, the consequences, and everything, or the benefit of that everything comes through this. Just make sure you guys take your time, choose the correct one. It's straightforward as long as you follow the exact thing that they tell you to do, okay? Copy, paste, and you're not going to lose any of your funds, okay? Oh, my voice is slowly waking up. I can feel it. But it's good to get myself chatting because this is the best way to warm up a voice, right? I think, so I also do, sidetrack for a second, I record audiobooks from home sometimes. Hey, we all have a bit of a side hustle, especially in this economic times. I like to explore as many modes of incomes as possible because you just kind of never know what's going to happen with the industry. I've talked about this in the past, like with AI coming in, I think it threatens, oh, wait 1 second, bear with me 1 second, guys. Hopefully we're still live, but I think we are. So I just got a notification pop up on my computer just saying something was boom, 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 boom. Bear with me 1 second, guys. I want to make sure that is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That I don't have too much control in, just because sometimes depending on where we are, we do have to use certain like VPNs just to kind of like change where our location is. So I do apologize if the connection is a little bit slow. Bear with me. Actually, just in the meantime, if you guys wanted, before I go back to this, I'm gonna quickly send through this website just so you guys, and I'm gonna go back to the deposit page. I'm gonna send this through in the chat and just see if that's coming through. Oh, is that not? Bear with me 1 second, guys. I just want to make sure everything is. Let's copy. All right, here you go. I normally do the proper, Control C command, but it was not working just then. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, I've sent it through in the comment section if you guys are interested in starting it up. And I was just kind of checking to make sure that my comment section was working. I know no one is coming in right now. It's random hours. We're on a platform that you maybe not have experienced yet before. No stress. It's a good thing I like talking to myself. Maybe that says something about me that isn't the best, but that's okay. Yes, I was just talking about side hustles, and that's actually why I kind of got into SuperEx, because I think it's a good skill to learn with this economic times where we're just so unsure what is happening with everyone. So yeah, I told myself I wanted to learn something new, and I have, and I'm really proud of myself, even if I'm not like an expert right now. It takes time. Okay, so when we do the withdrawal of funds,